Yo guys, what's going on? Acez here today with another video. In today's video, we're going to be checking out PMC spawns on reserve for PvE. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this video here today, and of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more PvE content. Let's hop right into this one here today, ladies and gentlemen. This one is a pretty easy one here today, which makes me happy. Not too much roaming going on. There is some, but I don't think it's as bad as Woods. I think it's pretty decent. So we're going to be starting on the left side of the map. We are going to be heading to Train, and where these PMCs have spawned for me, it's a little rare, but they have spawned right here in the front of the train, and they've also done some pretty wacky shit once they were aggroed. And you guys know I tell you this all the time, that when PMCs are aggroed, they could pretty much do anything. But I've had them up here on the top of the hill after being aggroed, but when it comes to them actually spawning, this entire area right here, I've had a 4-stack spawn. So they spawn right in front of the train. I have not seen them inside of Train, but they have spawned right in front of the building here. Alright, so the next area is going to be caves. Now, they can literally be anywhere in here in caves, but I've seen them most commonly right here in this cave building, and then also on these ramps right in this area. So this vicinity right here has been the prime time location for PMCs when they spawn at caves, but they can be anywhere. I've had them in a bunch of different locations here at caves, and they've also been in front of the hermetic doors, and they've done some odd shit here as well when being aggroed, but most commonly they've been in this cave building and then also here on the ramps, but they can pretty much be anywhere here in caves. Since we're basically right here, we're going to be talking about underground hermetic, which is actually right here on our map. Here is the hermetic door entrances right here. And I have had PMCs down here very frequently. Now, it's not usually too many. Every once in a while, you'll get like a 2 or 3 stack, maybe even a 4 stack, but there has typically been a solo PMC down here very, very frequently. And, you know, it's one of those spots, if you need PMC kills, it's a pretty easy one, assuming, you know, you can see all right, have a decent flashlight, have night vision, whatever you have. If you need PMC kills, you can pretty much always rely on one being bottom hermetic. And let's just go right to it. The same exact thing goes for bottom bunker. Pretty much right in front of power, right in that centralized location where all the bunkers meet, which is going to be right here. It is usually a shitstorm in there. Raiders, scavs, PMCs. It has honestly been one of my favorite areas to fight so far because it is so chaotic and it's so close quarter. It feels more fun than factory going into the reserve bunkers, fighting down here, killing everything. And there's usually PMCs down here with the Raiders. And in my case, I have seen more often than not like 3 to 4 stacks rather than just a solo. Like, it's usually popping down in the bunkers. So if you need PMC kills, this is where you want to go. But moving back to the top of the map, and no more underground stuff for us. We're going to be heading to the garage area here. PMCs can be in here occasionally. Honestly, I haven't seen them in here too much. More often than not, you're going to be seeing scavs in here. But I have had the occasional PMC in here. I think maybe once or twice. Specifically, I remember being up on the dome and I started getting lit from here. Other than that, it really hasn't been too common of a spawn. And then we just have one more area to talk about, and that is pretty much the entire heli area and all of the buildings surrounding it. When it comes to my personal experience, I have had them in Black Pond the most, and PMCs will go up the stairs. First, second, and third floor. Now, I haven't had them go underground, but I'm sure they could. If they can go up the stairs, they can probably go down the stairs as well. You know, I've had a 4-stack of bear on the second floor of Black Pond, and it just shocked the hell out of me, and, you know, it caught me off guard. Obviously took them down, but I have very commonly seen them if they're in the buildings going to Black Pond, but where they really like to be is right here in this area. So here's the heli, right from this doorway, kind of just in this little section by the bushes and this tree here. They like to sit in the bushes here. They like to sit right here on this doorstep, if you want to call it that, and they will occasionally go into the building. But if you see them roaming outside in this pathing, they'll come right back out, and they will just kind of path like this, what my mouse is doing. And it is super easy for shooter-born kills if you are up at the dome, especially if you're up there at night. If you're there during the day, it is very possible that when you get your first PMC kill on these guys, if they have a squad here, they will aggro you, they will start shooting at you from here, and they will literally start to push the whole way up the mountain. It's ridiculous how daytime pathing works for aggro PMCs when you're at the dome. It just doesn't make any sense, but it doesn't have to make sense. It's Tarkov. You get Tarkov'd often. You should know that anything is possible at this point. And that's it. That is it for the PMC spawns here in Reserve. It is a fairly simple system. Once you get in a few raids, you can learn it pretty quickly. It's a lot easier to remember than Woods. You know, Woods is just a pain in the ass with the extremely large roaming areas. Now, don't get me wrong. The PMC is kind of roaming all over the place by the heli. Yeah, it's a little annoying, but all the other spawn points, it's fairly easy to take those PMCs out. Do me a favor, make sure you're dropping a like on this one here today, and of course, make sure you're subscribing to the channel for more PvE. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.